Hello, welcome back to class today. It is time for our daily read aloud, The Twits by Roald Dahl. We have 2 more sections, so on Monday you will finish the book. All right. Now, before you ever start reading a new chapter out of a book, when you've taken a break, you should think about what you read last time. So go ahead and try to think back. What did we read yesterday? This picture might give you a hint. Mugglewump and the roly-poly bird, they are all working together. They've teamed up. Mugglewump has a plan. He's had them fill all the buckets with the sticky glue, and they're heading into the big house. And on we go. Our next chapter is called The Great Glue Painting Begins. This is the living room, announced Mugglewump. The grand and glorious living room where those 2 fearful, frumptious freaks eat bird pie every week for supper. Please don't mention bird pie again, said the roly-poly bird. It gives me the shudders. We mustn't waste time, cried Mugglewump. Hurry up, hurry up. Now, the first thing is this. I want everyone to paint sticky glue all over the ceiling. Cover it all, smear it in every corner. Over the ceiling, they cried. Why the ceiling? Never mind why, shouted Mugglewump. Just do as you're told and don't argue. But how do we get up there, they asked. We can't reach. Monkeys can reach anywhere, shouted Mugglewump. He was in a frenzy of excitement now, waving his paintbrush and his bucket and leaping about all over the room. Come on, jump on the table, stand on the chairs, hop on each other's shoulders. Roly-poly can do it flying. Don't stand there gaping. We have to hurry. Don't you understand that? Those terrible twits will be back any moment, and this time they'll have guns. Get on with it, for heaven's sake. Get on with it. All right, Mugglewump does seem bossy, but he is on a time crunch, right? All right. And so the great glue painting of the ceiling began. All the other birds who had been sitting on the roof flew in to help, carrying paintbrushes in their claws and beaks. There were buzzards, wild ducks, woodpeckers, magpies, rooks, ravens, and many more. Everyone was splashing away like mad, and with so many helpers, the job was soon finished. All right, look at all those birds. I'm sure it's a sticky mess all over that room, not just the ceiling. All right, our next chapter is called The Carpet Goes on the Ceiling. So just from the title, you can probably guess what might happen. Make sure you've made a prediction. What now, they all said, looking at Mugglewump. Aha, cried Mugglewump. Now for the fun. Now for the greatest upside-down trick of all time. Are you ready? We're ready, said the monkeys. We're ready, said the birds. Pull out the carpet, shouted Mugglewump. Pull this huge carpet out from under the furniture and stick it onto the ceiling. Onto the ceiling? Cried one of the small monkeys. But that's impossible, Dad. I'll stick you onto the ceiling if you don't shut up, snapped Mugglewump. He's dotty, they cried. He's balmy, he's batty, he's nutty, he's screwy, he's wacky, cried the roly-poly bird. Poor old Muggles has gone off his wump at last. Oh, do stop shouting such rubbish. Give me a hand, said Mugglewump, catching hold of one corner of the carpet. Pull, you nitwits, pull. So, there they are trying to pull up the carpet, which would not be an easy task. Carpet is glued to the floor, so think about how hard they had to pull. The carpet was enormous. It covered the entire room from wall to wall. It had a red and gold pattern on it. It is not easy to pull an enormous carpet off the floor when the room is full of tables and chairs. Pull, yelled Mugglewump. Pull, pull, pull. He was like a demon hopping around the room and telling everyone what to do. But you couldn't blame him. After months and months of standing on his head with his family, he couldn't wait for the time when the terrible Twits would be doing the same thing. At least that's what he hoped. With the monkeys and the birds all pulling and puffing, the carpet was dragged off the floor and finally hoisted up onto the ceiling. And there it stuck. All at once, the whole ceiling of the living room was carpeted in red and gold. Here is this fabulous picture. All that teamwork makes the dream work. I know it's hard to see. Roly-poly birds up here. Whoop, up there. Okay. Next, the furniture goes up. Now the table, the big table, shouted Mugglewump. Turn the table upside down and put a dollop of sticky glue onto the bottom of each leg. Then we shall stick that onto the ceiling as well. Hoisting the huge table upside down onto the ceiling was not an easy job, but they managed it in the end. Will it stay there? They cried. Is the glue strong enough to hold it up? It's the strongest glue in the world, Mugglewump replied. It's the special bird-catching, bird-killing glue for smearing on trees. Please, said the roly-poly bird. I have asked you before not to mention that subject. How would you like it if it was monkey pie they made every Wednesday, and all your friends had been boiled up, and I went on talking about it? I do beg your pardon, said Mugglewump. I'm so excited I hardly know what I'm saying. Now the chairs! Do the same with the chairs. All the chairs must be stuck upside down to the ceiling, and in the right places. Oh, do hurry up, everybody. Any moment now, those two filthy freaks are going to come rushing in with their guns. The monkeys, with the birds helping them, put glue on the bottom of each chair leg and hoisted them up to the ceiling. So up goes the furniture. There goes a chair and the table. Now the smaller table, shouted Mugglewump, and the big sofa, and the sideboard, and the lamps, and all the tiny little things. The ornaments, and that beastly plastic gnome on the sideboard. Everything, absolutely everything, must be stuck to the ceiling. It was terribly hard work. It was especially difficult to stick everything onto the ceiling in exactly its right place, but they got it done in the end. What now? Asked the roly-poly bird. He was out of breath and so tired he could hardly flap his wings. Now the pictures, cried Mugglewump. Turn all the pictures upside down. And will one of you birds please fly out onto the road and watch to see when those frumptious freaks are coming back? I'll go, said the roly-poly bird. I'll sit on the telephone wires and keep guard. It'll give me a rest. All right, now here they are flying up with the sofa and then all the little things from inside the house. All up, look over here. All right. And that is as far as I am reading today. So on Monday, you will get to read the last bit of the book. So think about how it's going to end, make your predictions. But I hope you're enjoying this silly book. All right. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you on Monday.